Good evening, everyone, and welcome into the campus of Valley View High School. Here on this Tuesday night, Andy Matus and Marcus Carlton with you, ready for this old-fashioned rivalry game between the Westside Warriors and the Valley View Blazers. Marcus, starting lineups for the Valley View Blazers: number 5, Will French; number 10, Travis Graff; number 15, CJ Delancey; number 22, Jacob Snyder; and number 25, Andrew Hunt. And the Blazers will come away with the opening tip.
Yeah, you gonna go down low right off the bat. What a way to start for Valley View. I mean, you see that dunk right there. CJ Delancey's been on a tear of late, and he didn't play much in their first matchup, but he got off to a great start right there.
Flushes it through for the first 2 points. And Westside trying to answer with a long three there. They don't get it. Now, Valley View 2 on 4. Quick bucket, no good. Rebound goes to Rockers. Westside coming out on the floor, their usual 5. There's a quick basket for the Warriors, as that one is going to be called interference on the Blazers.
Yeah, went in anyway, but Delancey, you can tell, man, he's ready to play tonight. He got up and got his hands on that one, even though it was halfway down.
Give Dylan Schwartz credit for that one. Avery Feltz out there, of course. Kessler, Mack, Jordan Rockers, and Riley Falcons, the other Warriors on the floor for Coach Whitmire.
Andy, there's a lot on the line tonight. When the action slows down a little bit, we'll give you the breakdown, but the conference title is essentially on the line tonight.
Snyder with it over in the corner. Gets it into French.
Good block by Rockers.
Yeah,
there.
no call. Rockers going straight up there. Feltz bringing it up the floor now through the traffic. Turns around and lets one fly off the mark. Blazers back up the floor, going to attempt a quick three of their own. Long rebound, they'll keep it here. Another three-point attempt. Trying to contend with the eventual onslaught of threes that's going to come from the Warriors. And there's one right there from Kessler Mack that goes through the bottom of the net.
Yeah, I'm not sure Graff didn't get a piece of that one.
I'm pretty sure he did. It was one of those that kind of almost looks like it falls, but it literally got nothing but net. Almost 2 minutes gone by here in the opening quarter. There's a turnover. Feltz coming up with the interception there.
I think this is a smart move by Feltz to kind of slow things down a little bit, get the offense set. I know Westside likes to run, but this is a good time to get your offense set and get going from here.
Yeah, they do like to run, but they also play very well whenever they have screens being set up for Feltz or Mack in the corner.
And that's a lot of what Westside did in the first matchup. They went right at Delancey, got him in foul trouble early. If I remember correctly, he had 3 fouls before the end of the first quarter in the game over at Westside. So it's interesting to see Westside going right at him right off the bat.
Picks up the first team foul for the Blazers here with 5:47 left to play in the first half.
And you see here on the replay, this is Valley View's opening possession. They go down low right away to Delancey, and he goes up, slams it home with ease.
Dylan Schwartz at the free throw line, going 2 for 2.
That's a big, make a note of that, of the free throws for Westside. That's what cost them in the game against Brooklyn.
Valley View trying to go inside to Delancey once again, and he will go to the free throw line. On the Blazers right there, you see Marcus wasted no time trying to get that one in the low post for the big man.
A little bit of a delayed whistle here. Feltz comes down on him. Looked like he got a lot of ball, but apparently he got some hand too. So Delancey goes to the line.
Feltz picks up his first team foul for the Warriors in the first half, and the first free throw is off the mark for CJ Delancey.
Andy, I can't stress enough how big free throws will be in this game. We saw when Westside hosted Brooklyn, that's what cost Westside the game. They missed too many free throws on the night.
The Blazers will go 1 for 2 on that trip, with Delancey hitting 50%. 4-3 now the score. Westside by 1. Feltz with it on the left elbow. There's a flash down to Schwartz.
Good fake.
Nice hip fake.
It looks like Valley View's going to follow the same philosophy on defense that Brooklyn did. Every time Feltz gets the ball, they're going to double team him. And what a move there.
Great assist and a great finish by Jacob Snyder.
And here we are back. Don't blink.
Here's Rockers left wide open on the right elbow. Valley View wanted to walk, didn't get one. And it'll be Delancey going up to get the board.
Yeah, Rockers overthought that shot. Had he shot it just without thinking about it, it might have had a different outcome.
Warriors coming out with the half-court trap on this possession. Leave the shooter open in the corner, and it's Will French dropping in the triple.
The Blazers have come ready to play tonight. They're shooting a high percentage here to start the game.
They retake the lead by 2, 8-6. 4:25 left to play in the first quarter. It's Kessler-Mack with the lob down to Felkins. Felkins turnaround, hook shot no good. It's blocked by Delancey.
Great control there by Delancey to not get the foul.
Blazers with it now with a three-point attempt. That one goes off the side of the backboard, and it will be out of bounds.
Yeah, we're probably going to have a double foul here. Delancey and Schwartz kind of got tangled up there, and I think that's referee just stopping things before it gets started and telling everybody, hey, everybody chill. You know, let's play ball. I think he called it I thought he called it Westside ball.
I think he did. I mean, it hit the side of the backboard, did it not? Shouldn't that be out of bounds?
I thought so, but I don't know if he just stopped play there or if he called a double foul.
He did not go to the scorer's table to.
That's true. He didn't go to report anything. So we're having a meeting of the minds, and
okay, so it's
come out and it's Westside ball.
Westside basketball.
PA guy trying to lead the referees a little bit, and now we've got mass confusion, Andy. I don't know what's going on here.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Coach Manchester is not happy right now. He's wanting an explanation on how it was Westside's ball, but Andy, I think you were correct. I think the ball hit the side of the backboard. But, Coach is not giving up the fight here. Westside fans are not happy. The Boo Birds are out early.
They are. I mean, talk about this being a rivalry game.
Oh, my gosh. This has been one of the most intense rivalries in Northeast Arkansas for quite a while. It died down a little bit when Valley View jumped up to 5A. Conferences got reshuffled, and now they're back in the same conference. And there's a lot on the line tonight. We mentioned earlier that the easy way to describe what can happen tonight, if Westside wins, they're outright conference champions. If Valley View wins, then Westside is going to share the conference title with either Blytheville or Brooklyn, which those two are playing each other tonight. So the winner of that game would share the conference title with Westside. And while they continue to argue their points there, I'll keep going on this. So let's say Brooklyn beats Blytheville and Westside loses tonight. They will share conference titles, but because they split during the season, Westside will be the top seed based on points because they beat Brooklyn by more than Brooklyn beat them by. Clear as mud?
Clear as mud. What he said. Our man Marcus Carlton breaking it down for us here as Avery Phelps drops in a triple from the left elbow, and the Warriors are back on top by 1.
And right back come the Blazers. There's a steal. Phelps into the front court with it, going 1-on-2. Nice pass over to Felkins. Should have been a goaltending call right there, but it wasn't.
Blocked, and the Blazers get it back.
The first block should have been a goaltending because the ball hit the backboard first.
Quick pass down to Felkins. Felkins looking right at
fouls.
Delancey. And yep, Delancey now with 2 here in the first quarter. 3:31 left to play. And it'll be Felkins at the free throw line with a chance to extend this Warrior lead.
That's 3.5 left in the first. Make a note of it because Delancey's already got 2 fouls. With the way he started, that could be big.
Felkins at the free throw line goes. Hits his first shot. Second one. Off the mark. So Felkins 1 for 2. The lead is at 2. Here's another three-pointer by French in the corner. High rebound, and that's got to be a push from behind. Oh, and a little shove afterwards by Grayson Walazonia.
Wow.
Things are getting chippy early.
Yeah, getting chippy early. You see Delancey's over on the bench. That could be big for the Warriors to take advantage here with him out of the game.
Well, Walazonia showing his frustration after getting called for over the back there. Oh, and little schoolyard play works out there for
Hunt.
Andrew Hunt.
Smart play. Valley View keeps possession.
I mixed up schoolyard and playground there. School ground. 3:02 remaining as the Blazers have it on their end of the floor. Here's a three-pointer by Hunt. Off the mark, long rebound goes to Felkins, chases it down. It's he and Felts. Oh, Felts is going to hold up. Now skip pass over in the corner for Mack. Three-pointer will fall. Nothing but net. The
nice
Warriors.
Decision there by Avery Felts to go with the skip pass to a wide-open Kessler Mack.
Got it across the trees, standing in the middle of the court, too. Here's a long three-point attempt by the Blazers that's off the mark. It's Travis Graff with the attempt. The lead stays at 5 for the time being. Here's Felkins on the drive. Nice little unintended assist that winds up with Schwartz. And now it'll be Walzonia coming up with a steal.
Yeah, right place, right time there. We're looking backdoor cut, and the back door was there. There was just somebody standing in the way.
French with it now, standing on the Blazers logo on the right elbow. He's going to work against Felts. Now they'll work it back to the top of the key. Trying to set a screen for the shooter, but now they're going to go in the low post. Walazonia turns off the backboard, no good. Felts ahead to Mack. Mack 1-on-2, head fake. Lost it momentarily, but got it back, and now the lead is up to 7. Timeout, Valley View.
Yeah, this is a danger zone right here for Valley View with Delancey being out of the game and Westside off and rolling here. Here you see, good idea here for the pump fake. He regains control, goes up with it, and here you are 15-8.
And again, you see the great floor vision of Avery Felts. Looking ahead through the traffic, finds his open teammate.
That's exactly what Coach Bellato and his staff like to see from Felts at this point.
Very excited to see him don the Red Wolf uniform.
Yeah, and I think a lot of the Westside Warrior fans feel the same way because now they can keep going to watch him play for the next 4 years.
So Westside comes out of the timeout with possession, 15-8, 1:45 left to play in the first quarter.
Andy, I'll be interested to see how long Coach Manchester can afford to keep Delancey on the bench because it's a different game when he's not in there. Man-to-man defense there. Nice coverage by Westside, and yet another steal. Up to Felts. Felts driving, up and in.
Right over the two taller defenders. Now Felts with 5 points in the game. The lead is up to 9.
This seems to be a little less confident Valley View team without Delancey in the post. Of course, I say that, and then the three-pointer goes down.
Yeah, Travis Graff had a lot of confidence stepping up and shooting that three-pointer.
Yeah, no problem with confidence there, but it seems like that they're just not quite the same.
Mack trying to answer the call, and it's off the mark. Now under a minute left to play in the first quarter. Here's French with it. Leaves it on the left elbow. Like they wanted to work it around to Hunt there for a minute. Well, both players on the floor, loose ball. Rockers falls on top of it, gets a timeout.
That's a smart play by Rocker. You got the hustle play to get to the ball and then to have the whereabouts to call the timeout.
I believe he got the timeout. No, they signaled Valley View ball.
Oh, wow.
So I guess it went out of bounds by the time that Rockers had fallen on top of it.
He was in kind of the triangle over there in the corner where he had, the out-of-bounds line on two of his sides, so I guess his feet stuck out of bounds.
Jesse Conard getting ready to throw it in with 38 seconds left, and now the Blazers will set up the offense. Travis Graff near center circle. It looks like they may want to hold for the last shot. If they get it, the lead will be at 4. And that's what they're going to do. They're going to let the clock tick down.
Yeah.
Hard to tell which fans are cheering the loudest here in the gym tonight.
Oh,
there's
nice
a steal for Felts. 5 seconds left, one-on-one. He'll finish at the rim, and time will expire here in the first quarter. Not before a full court shot. That's off the mark. 19-11 after the first 8 minutes. An exciting way to kick off tonight's ball game, Marcus.
Absolutely. You see the basketball IQ there of Felts anticipating the pass and taking all the momentum at the end of the first quarter here for Westside. Here you see it on the replay. Goes up. He's kind of expecting some contact. It doesn't happen, but he keeps his composure enough to get the layup.
We're back with the second quarter of action on Tubetown right after this.
You've got a lot of choices when you buy home furnishings. There are many reasons to choose Hubbard & Hope Furniture, Blytheville and Osceola. At Hubbard & Hoke, you'll find a great selection of furniture, appliances, bedding, and electronics with outstanding service, 6 ways to finance your purchase, and free local delivery. Plus, you'll get a great deal every day on name brands you know and trust. Great deals, outstanding service, and free delivery. You're going to love Hubbard & Hoke Furniture, Belival and Osceola.
Andy Maness and Marcus Carlton back here with you. Campus of Valley View. We remind you live coverage of Westside Warriors basketball on Tubetown is brought to you by Hubbard & Hoke Furniture, Everyday Chef, and SSR Insulation LLC. 19-11 the scores. We're set to start the second quarter. Westside on top of Valley View by 8.
High scoring first quarter, Andy. 19 points for Westside there. You know, that's a quick up and down pace, but there weren't many possessions that went over, I would say, 6 or 7 seconds for either team.
Westside starting the second with possession.
Delancey's back in the game for Valley View. It'll be interesting to see if Westside tries to go at him and get him to pick up that third foul.
They do go right at him there with Felkin. Shorts in there to try to get the offensive rebound, and he punches it out. Last touched by the Warriors. So Marcus, you called it. Felkin's driving right at the right side on the low post.
I mean, I think that's what you have to do if you're Westside. That's what worked for them in game 1 over at the Warrior Dome.
Here's Hunt with it on the right elbow, picks up his dribble, gets it into French, looking for Delancey, but he'll take it himself. I think he missed everything, but somehow got it back. Kick it out to the left elbow, and it's Travis Graff hitting his second three-pointer of the game. The lead trimmed down to 5. Westside leading 19-14. Let's see if the Warriors can answer here. Feltz driving off the screen. Step back three-pointer. No good. Offensive rebound. Schwartz goes up and travels.
Yeah, just a little bit of a bunny hop there. And Andy, I'm telling you, things are getting very intense because you see Delancey turned around and was trash talking, and now the referee's calling him on it. So,
yeah, looked like they were having a little conversation down here by the free throw line, and now
watch the battle of the 215, Schwartz and Delancey, because they've been tangled up a couple times already.
We'll see if Delancey can muscle Schwartz out of the way, and they're going to get a foul on Dylan Schwartz. So Colin Schwartz on the elbow, and again, one to keep an eye out on. As you mentioned, the battle of the 15s down here in the low post.
Yeah, that battle's going to stay intense all night until one of them gets in foul trouble.
2 team fouls for the Warriors, 3 team fouls for the Blazers. 6:40 left to play in the half. French works it around to Graff, attempting another three-pointer. He'll drop it in from the left elbow. 9 points in the game now for Travis Graff. Leads the way for the Blazers, all of them coming from behind the three-point line.
Dare I say he's blazing? That's my dad joke for the night.
Ring it up, put 3 on the board for Marcus Carlton. It is now a 2-point game. Valley View trailing 19-17. Rockers, they're giving Rockers plenty of space out there, just daring him to shoot it.
Doing the same with Schwartz there too. Because you can see how the defense will just fade back when either Schwartz or Rockers have the ball outside of the lane, basically.
Matt tried to take that one up. I think a Blazer got a hand on it. Got his own rebound, though, and now it's in Felkin's hands. He works off a Feltz screen. Trying to work against French. There's a screen. Back to Feltz on the weave. Rockers comes up with it. And I don't understand. It looked like Rockers had a wide open lane to the on the baseline and just didn't take it. Instead, it's once again Dylan Schwartz at the free throw line. Second trip for him tonight.
I believe they got Hunt on that foul right there. It's just his first. Delancey had a sheer moment of panic there, thinking he had just picked up his third.
Schwartz hits the first one on this trip, so he is still perfect on the game. He makes it a 3-point lead.
Okay, Andy, now watch what happens here. 5:38 left in the second. Delancey goes back to the bench. Let's see if Westside makes a run like they did in the first quarter.
Schwartz is off the mark on a second free throw. Valley View comes down with the rebound. And it's French with it now in the corner for the Blazers. They work it around to the far side. There's a drive, a hop step. Probably got away with a travel there as French takes it from the corner. Off the mark, it's Walazonia with the offensive rebound, and his putback won't fall. The lead remains at 3 for the Warriors. Here's Feltz. Leaves it over to a wide open Mack. All day to shoot. Doesn't miss many of those.
Nope.
Now here's a advantageous situation for the Blazers, and it's going to be Jacob Snyder going coast to coast with a fast break bucket.
And don't look now, but we're back to a 1-point game.
20-19. Pass into Schwartz. Little delayed give and go there. And now it's Mack with it. Let's see if they try to set a screen for Feltz. Valley View doing a good job of staying with their man there. There's a lob into Schwartz. Great defense played by Wallazonia.
Yeah, it really was. Great defense there to not get contact in the foul and force him into a bad shot.
Fortunately for Westside, it will stay here on their end. They hang on to this 1-point lead, 20-19, 4:31. And it is Christian Childers who makes his way into the game. Nope, beg your pardon. Check that. That's Adonis Thomas. My apologies.
Jordan Rockers to the bench.
Felkins on the drive. It won't go. And he'll knock it out of bounds. It'll be Blazer basketball.
Strategy substitution there by Coach Whitmire, because Thomas has a little better outside shot than Rocker is, and with the way the defense is sagging off of him and just daring him to shoot, you know, you're kind of hoping that Thomas can come in and take advantage of that.
Valley View working it around the horn. There's Graff on that left elbow. We've seen him drop in a couple from that spot. Nice turn and drive that time by Snyder. And a foul is called on the Warriors. Snyder will go to the free throw line.
Yeah, it's on Schwartz. It must have got him with the body, because I was watching his hand and it looked like his hand had all ball. You're going to see Jordan Rockers come back in, probably replace Schwartz, because that's 2 fouls on him.
Only the third team foul on the Warriors here in the first half, as the game is now tied up at 20. Jacob Snyder hitting his first shot there. He's now got 5 in the game, and his 6th one would put the Blazers back on top by 1. And he'll hit it.
Substitution for Valley View. Ian Keach into the game. And let's see, who did he replace? He replaced Jacob Snyder.
Under 4 minutes left to play in the first half. It's Feltz off the screen. Wide open Thomas in the corner. Off the mark. Rockers right there to clean it up and get the putback.
Nice play by Rockers there to get the offensive stick back.
Blazers quickly getting into the front court. Thomas sets his feet, draws the charge.
Thomas making his impact almost immediately. You saw him take the three-pointer. It didn't fall, but they got the offensive board and put back, and now on the defensive end, you see him establish position here, hold his ground. Valley View player runs him over for the offensive foul.
Yeah, it's Will French picking up his first. Now, Feltz with a little bit of space at the top of the key. Rockers again coming up with the offensive board. It's Thomas who gets it in the post, and he'll travel.
Yeah, he kind of shuffled his feet a little bit. He was a little bit indecisive when he got the pass from Rocker. We're going to see another substitution for Westside. Craig Hart going to come in and take the place of Adonis Thomas. So far, Andy, this game is exactly what we expected it to be. Back and forth, nip and tuck, very close game.
22-21, almost to the 3-minute mark here in the second quarter. 5 team fouls on the Blazers, 3 team fouls on the Warriors. So each team still got a couple to give here before we go to the locker room. Jacob Snyder turning in the high post will drive, and the Warriors will foul him on the way up. Take a look at the replay here and see where they got him, because it was late at the end of that. They're going to get Jordan Rockers in.
Yeah,
right,
he kind of
there
comes
on the
down
hand.
with
Yep.
his hands a little bit instead of going straight up, and they're going to call that every time.
So Rockers called for his first, and Snyder, who hit both free throws a moment ago, hit his first one to tie it back up. This time he will miss his second one, and the score will just remain tied.
2:55 right before half, and where would you expect us to be, but, you know, all knotted up.
There's a double screen. Felkins will drive, goes baseline, up and under, but the shot won't fall. A beautiful move by Felkins to get position just could not finish it. So now it's Graff up the floor. Nice pass down low to Walazonia. Off the glass, no good. Great defense by the Warriors. Here comes Felkins. Got a wide open Craig Harp. Again, Felkins trying to up and under. Now Harp with a wide open three. Off the mark. I don't know what Felkins was thinking there on that shot.
I think he was waiting on contact that never came. At least that's, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt there.
Graff's three-pointer, too strong. Going for the rebound.
A lot of body contact, Andy.
And it's French who comes up with it. They work it around. Three-point attempt. Off the mark. That's Hunt who misses. And now Feltz with a full speed ahead. And they're going to call the foul on the floor,
yeah.
So Westside will take it out.
No continuation in high school, but it was a foul on the ground.
That foul's going to be called on Jacob Snyder.
You know, Andy, as I said earlier, Valley View's been using the same defensive strategy that Brooklyn used the other night against Westside, in that every time Feltz or Felkins or maybe even Mack touch the ball, they get double teamed, and then they sag off of Rockers and Thomas or Schwartz, whoever the other fifth player is.
Feltz with a rare turnover, and he almost gets it right back there. He does come up with a steal.
Athletic play there to just keep control of the ball.
Thomas wide open in the corner, three-pointer. He got one while ago.
Rockers battling hard down low, but he was the only Warrior in the paint for the rebound.
There's a big three-pointer by Travis Graff. And that is his fourth three-pointer of the game that will put the Blazers on top by 3. Timeout, Warriors. It is a full timeout. We'll take one with them with 1:19 remaining in the second quarter. It's 25-22. Valley View leading Westside here on Tubetown. Live local from Ritter Communications.
You live. We put you first. Introducing You First Banking, only at First National Bank.
I want to remind you, live coverage of Westside Warrior basketball on Tubetown is brought to you by First National Bank, Interior Design Plus, and Jonesboro Auto Auction. 25-22 is the score. So we'll welcome you back to Valley View High School. Andy Maness and Marcus Carlton here with you. Nice little three-point swing here for the Blazers, thanks to Travis Graff, who has done nothing but hit triples tonight. He's got 12 on the board for Valley View, all of them coming from behind the three-point line. Westside comes out of the timeout with Rockers, Felkins, Mack, Feltz, and Adonis Thomas. Felkins from the top of the key. Working against French, spins into Walazonia and puts it right over him. Yes, it was a nice move for Riley Felkins, and now the Warriors within 1.
I would keep penetrating to the hole like that, because just because Delancey's not in there, it should be easier now to get those type of baskets. You know, the initial reason for doing it was to get him in foul trouble.
So now with 45 seconds remaining, we could see Valley View hang on to the ball for the final shot.
Yeah. Scoreboard operator is.
I was going to say a little bit behind
okay,
there.
I didn't think they got it.
Didn't think they got it up there. Now 30 seconds remaining. Yeah, we had a lot of the Westside fans quickly letting our scoreboard operator here know that he needed to.
We had it on ours. I mean, you know, all they had to do was look at our feed and see the correct score. So.
Right. 13 seconds left. The Blazers are going to go in motion.
Look for a drive here, Andy. Either try to get the foul or maybe a drive and kick or drive and dump.
Yep, Travis Graff has got the hot hand. He's going to drive with it. Shots off the mark. 1 second remaining. Shot at the free throw line. Won't fall. It would have been good if it counted. 25-24. The first half in the books of this rivalry game between the Valley View Blazers and the Westside Warriors. A lot to talk about at halftime. We'll take a quick break. Before we do, we want to remind you live coverage of Westside Warriors basketball on Tubetown is brought to you by Denver's Refrigeration and Micah Tilley, an independent consultant for Rodan and Fields. We're back with the Ritter Communications halftime show right after this on Tubetown.
Denver's Refrigeration is a proud supporter of the Westside Warriors. Just like the Westside School District strives for excellence by engaging learners, empowering minds, and educating all, Denver's Refrigeration strives for excellence by providing you with knowledgeable staff, quality workmanship, and speedy service. At Denver's Refrigeration, we believe it's a great time to be a Westside Warrior. Denver's Refrigeration, 3501 East Parker Road in Jonesboro.
It happens every Friday night. Come bid, buy, or sell at the Jonesboro Auto Auction, open to the public. You'll see all makes and models, all price ranges, sold at tremendous savings. We're open daily. All you have to do is call. We'll provide every detail on how to bid, buy, and sell. On Friday nights, go where the dealers go, the Jonesboro Auto Auction at the Bypass and Auction Road.
Bring a new style into your home that you'll love with Interior Design Plus. At Interior Design Plus, we believe everyone should love the look of their home. Located at 3510 Dan Avenue in Jonesboro, Interior Design Plus is dedicated to helping you achieve the look you've always wanted for your home or business. Whether it's freshening up a room or a complete redesign, call Joan or Carrie today and let Interior Design Plus provide the look you'll love for your home or business.
Life doesn't always go as planned. So when a power surge affects your TV, or a breakfast mishap takes out your laptop, Guardware multi-device protection gives you peace of mind, knowing your devices will be repaired or replaced with just one call, and without breaking the bank. Protection you can trust. Guardware from Ritter. Enroll today to keep what matters most protected tomorrow.
How much bandwidth will satisfy your home's hunger? The average household now has more wireless devices in use a day than ever before, including TVs, laptops, tablets, and smartphones. HD streaming and gaming can use large amounts of data and slow down speeds for other users. The more devices you use, the more bandwidth your home needs. So make sure you have enough bandwidth. Get up to 100 megs with internet from Ritter Communications. It's the speed you need to power all your devices. Call today.
No matter what kind of business you own or operate, you need to keep it connected. Ritter Communications delivers the fastest business internet speeds available at a price that won't slow you down. Ritter offers reliable 24-hour service with network monitoring, along with the scalable options your business needs to grow. And we do it all on our own fiber optic network. The choice is yours, and so is the savings. Connect to something better. Call or visit ritterbusiness.com today.
911, what's your emergency?
I'm home alone. Someone is trying to get in the back door.
Find a safe place like in a closet or under a bed, okay?
Okay.
Be very quiet and don't worry. Your home phone gave me your location.
Hurry.
Help is on the way.
Only a dedicated home phone can quickly pinpoint your address for emergency personnel. Cell phones can't. Keep your loved ones safe for less than 60 cents a day with a home phone from Ritter. Call today or go to rittercommunications.com.
Introducing Ritter Home Security. Ritter takes care of protecting what's most important to you, from threats like unwelcome visitors and fire, to making your life easier by putting the control of your home at your fingertips. Use the free app to shut the garage, lock the door, turn off lights, arm the system, and more. You can even turn back the thermostat to help save money on your energy bill. Plus, get a snapshot when your kids get home. It's smart, beautiful, convenient, and ready for your busy life. Ritter Home Security.
For your smartphones, tablets, phablets. For the browsers you carry in your trousers. Wowzers! For your big screens and small screens, short screens and tall screens, get speed that screams. From the top of your desk to the palm of your hand, it's the fastest internet speed in the land.
There's no end to your online possibilities with up to 100 meg internet speeds. If you're not getting your internet from Ritter, you should. Call 888-336-4466 today. Ritter Communications. Right by you.
High-speed internet for every grown-up, grandparent, kid, teen, and in between. Ritter's got it. Every JPEG, MPEG, and GIF for the working mom or the working stiff, loaded in a GIF. Whether you're a blogger, gamer, or pixel tamer, don't be a slow-speed blamer. Don't waste your time waiting to load that page. Get Ritter high-speed internet. It's all the rage.
There's no end to your online possibilities with up to 100 meg internet speeds. Only from Ritter Communications. Right by you.
Technology was supposed to make our lives easier. No one told us about the plethora of glitches, viruses, hackers, hundreds of passwords to remember, and getting all our tech to sync up. Introducing Tech Home. Technology made easy for you and your devices. Tech Home makes it easy to set up, protect, and enjoy your internet-connected devices anytime, anywhere. Security, password management, backup, and premium tech support. Get back in charge of your digital life now with Tech Home.
You work here, you play here, you live here, and yet most of what you watch on television is about somewhere other than here. Until now, we proudly present Tubetown, TV about you. Tubetown is a Ritter Communications exclusive network featuring local sports, community events, unique and original programming from our community. Tubetown takes what's best about television, what's best about the community, and brings them together. Tubetown, only from Ritter Communications, right by you.
Satellite TV providers force you to sign a long-term contract, then saddle you with second-rate service and price increases. Ritter delivers TV service with stunning HD channels, plus bundle savings on the area's fastest internet, and a better home phone service with no long-term contracts, backed by our local customer care team. No contracts, no nonsense, just great service. Don't get stuck with a dish. Visit RitterCommunications.com to learn more.
It begins with a click. And no matter where you are, you have countless choices at your fingertips. On the road, on your break, even in your own backyard. A world of entertainment is just a click away. Simply go to RitterCommunications.com/TV Everywhere to get started. Ritter Communications, connecting you to everything that matters.
With so many great mega services available from Ritter Communications, it's hard to pick just one. Save a bundle with bundled services. Talk as much as you want, when you want, with unlimited long distance. Get the speed you need with up to 15, 30, 50, and even 100 megabits per second internet. Enjoy online bill pay and protect all your online data and devices with Tech Home and Guardware. With so many choices, options, and savings from Ritter, all you can say is, wow! Mega services, mega savings. That's Mega Ritter.
Halftime here on the campus of Valley View. Andy Manus and Marcus Carlton here with you, where the Warriors trail by 1 to their rival down the road. 25-24 after the first two quarters. Marcus, a good game so far.
Absolutely. You know, it's exactly what I expected it to be. A lot of back and forth. I'll admit, I did not see Travis Graff coming out and just catching fire for Valley View. 4 out of 4, I believe, from three-point range, 12 points, leading scorer for Valley View. And with Delancey being in and out on the bench, if Graff isn't doing what he's doing, this is a different game.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. You saw that Valley View wanted to go to Delancey right off the bat, but as you mentioned, the Warriors doing a good job staying aggressive on their end of the floor. He did get into a little bit of foul trouble. He's got 2 fouls on him here at the halftime break. Valley View with 6 fouls as a team in that first half. Put the Warriors at the free throw line a couple of times. They were 4 for 6, both teams 4 for 6 from the free throw line. But I think you're right. I think it is a different game without Delancey being in foul trouble. Got to give credit to Travis Graff for stepping up and knocking down those three-pointers.
And with him, Delancey got those 2 fouls early. I think it was by the 3:30 mark of the first quarter. He had his 2 fouls. He went to the bench, did not play, but maybe a couple minutes in the second quarter. And I think that's due to Graff having such a hot hand and actually giving Valley View the lead. Valley View went down by 9 in the second quarter and battled back and took the lead at half. And now you're going to have a very fresh Delancey coming in to start this third quarter. Will be very interesting to see if Valley View tries to start the second half the same way they started the game by going directly to him right off the bat. And it'll also be interesting to see what Westside does on the offensive end to try to drive at him and get him to pick up the third and maybe the fourth foul.
Yeah, Blazers did a good job covering the shooters for Westside, Mack and Feltz. 5 points for Mack in the first half, 7 points for Feltz in the first half. You see Dylan Schwartz playing garbage man a little bit down there in the low post, has put in 7 points and done a good job contributing for the Warriors. So again, 25-24 is the score at the halftime break. We do want to remind you that Everyday Chef is a proud sponsor of Westside Warriors basketball on Tubetown. From unique products like Mackenzie Childs or dinnerware such as the A-Tree and Juliska to original parts from Arkansas artists, original art pieces from Arkansas artists, James Hayes and Miller's Mud. They are your one-stop shop for all your gift and entertainment ideas, as well as bridal registry. The Everyday Chef offers personalized service for all your gift needs and free gift wrapping. The Everyday Chef and the Wofford family are about giving back to the community, and they want everyone to know that they care about their customers and always put them first. Go by and see them at the Everyday Chef, 2325 Red Wolf Boulevard in Jonesboro. Andy Manus, Marcus Carlton, ready to start the third quarter of action with you here in Valley View. The Blazers come out with French, Graff, Delancey, Snyder, and Hunt, their starting 5. And, of course, the starting 5 for the Westside Warriors, Mack, Feltz, Felkins, Schwartz, and Rockers. And it's Andrew Hunt coming up with a three-pointer to start things off for the Blazers here in the third quarter.
Yeah, another hot start there to get the second half underway. And there you go. Felkins went right at Delancey and dished off the Rockers, and he wasn't ready. Now Valley View's on the move. Got a by with a walk right there.
Here's the drive on the baseline, and they're going to say that he stepped out. Graff tried to take that one baseline. A good idea. The Blazers, or the Warriors rather, gave him the space, but put the ball on the line.
Andy, you got to love these rivalry games. This place is packed tonight. I see a few open seats here and there, but, there's a huge line at the concession stand, too. So that could be where those empty seats are coming from. But nobody wants to miss this one.
Third time we've seen Felkins try to go up and under. This time they give him the space for the three as Rockers comes up with a rebound.
Yeah,
he can't hit that either.
He's in a little bit of a funk right now.
He's only got 3 points in the game. There's Delancey. Delancey lost it on the way up, and he's trying to shoot against the much shorter Avery Feltz. Kick it out for three. Now here's Hunt with a three-point attempt, and he will drop it in. The crowd goes crazy. As Marcus mentioned, this place is packed. Coach Whitmire having a word with the referee at half court.
Yeah.
Warriors call a timeout with 6:32 left to play as Andrew Hunt just stepped up and drilled that three-pointer.
And it's almost like Graff, he and Graff are a tag team, and Graff tagged him in because now, Andrew Hunt with his second three of the game with Avery Feltz right in his face. I mean, that, and if you look up, this has gone to a 7-point Valley View lead in a matter of sheer seconds, Andy.
I think about 6:20 something was left on the clock. They've got the timeout clock going right now, so we'll get you official game time here in just a second.
Yeah,
6:32.
Less than a minute and a half. It's gone from a 1-point game to a 7-point game. A little bit of a danger zone here for Westside. You've got to get a bucket here to kind of keep this thing within reach and not get your confidence shaken.
So Felkins brings it up the floor, leaves it with Feltz. See if they can get him going in the third quarter. They try to corner him, leave him open on the baseline. He's going to drive, kicks it to Rockers. Rockers' shot is no good, but a foul is going to be called on C.J. Delancey, number 3 on the big man for the Blazers.
And immediately Grayson Walzonia goes to the scores table to check in after this free throw here.
And you got to credit Walzonia as well for stepping in and playing some good defense.
Absolutely.
While Delancey is on the bench.
Yeah. Delancey can be a force for Valley View. You know, he reminds me a little bit of when early on, you know, doesn't have the skill set of Daniel Gafford, but Gafford was raw early on and dealt with foul trouble problems in his early Razorback career, and he got it under control, and I'm sure Delancey will as well.
Jordan Rockers goes 2 for 2 on that trip to the free throw line. Makes it 31-26, but not for long as Will French drops in his second three-pointer of the game. Now 6 points for him, and the lead is up to 8. Here's Feltz trapped on the baseline.
Almost seems like he's pressing a little. Nice steal there, but Westside was able to recover. Good look by Avery Feltz.
Well, the chance of overrated coming from the student section down here for the Blazers, and Feltz comes up with a beautiful assist.
Student section for Valley View's been a little rowdy tonight. They turned their back on Westside during starting lineups, and I thought the AAA had frowned on that kind of action, but I guess not. All in good fun. Oh, yeah. I remember, you know, back in the day where they bring the newspapers.
Bring the newspapers.
Yeah,
that's immediately what I thought of also. So that's a great one. Graff with it, gets it over to Hunt.
You see Westside extending their D a little bit after those threes falling, and, you know, Valley View adjusts and drives to the hole.
Well, he's done it all night long from behind the three-point line. That time he floats one beautifully over the hand of Feltz. Travis Graff now with 14 in the game, 36-28. They get 36-30.
And you see that Feltz is noticing 2 and 3 people on him every time he touches the ball. So he's looking for the open man. Rockers and Schwartz both are swarming to the hole when they see that triple team go on Feltz. And Feltz is, you know, his nickname at Westside is the playmaker. But, you know, seeing a playmaker right here for Valley View coming up and, you know, this hot start they're off to. They pick up the 3, so they'll just drive to the hole, get the easy layup. Here's Feltz again. You see 3 players around him. Look at Rockers underneath the goal all by himself. There it is, the easy assist for the playmaker, as Keith Campbell calls him.
Well, I think Valley View's got the right idea. If they're going to lose tonight, it ain't going to be because of Avery Feltz.
Yeah, and that's what Brooklyn did the other night, and it worked for them. You know, they made sure that Feltz and Felkins were not going to beat them.
Well, and if Mack is not getting his open looks like he does sometimes, then
if he's open, he's an assassin.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's just, you might as well wire it up.
Walzonia misses a wide open shot underneath. Felkins ahead with Mack sprinting to the corner, but Felkins takes it himself and misses the easy layup. We've seen Felkins miss so many tonight right underneath the basket.
I think that's 4 right underneath the basket that he's missed, and normally he does not miss those.
Tried to finish that one with his left hand. It won't fall. The lead remains at 6 for the Blazers. French going up against Schwartz. Late call on the Warriors, and I think they're going to get Schwartz with his 3rd. Had 2 in the first half.
If we can see on the replay here.
That one was late. Right there on the left hand. Yep, right there on the left hand.
Kind of got the left forearm there when he was swiping at the ball.
And Coach Whitmire still having a conversation with the referee over here. French will hit his first one, extends the lead back to 7 for the Blazers. Coach Whitmire still talking with the referee.
Yeah, he's hoping that'll pay off later on in the game with a call. That's an old trick you've seen from coaches for years. They work, even when they know it's a foul, they still work the refs.
French goes 2 for 2 on that trip, 38-30 now. Feltz pulls up, misses the three-pointer, and on the long rebound, it's poked out by the Blazers. So with 4:01 remaining in the third quarter, we'll keep it right here underneath the west side basket. Rockers goes to inbound it. Looking for Feltz. Feltz spins over Walzonia. Nice, great finish with the right hand.
Nice move there by Feltz.
And that's his first points here in the second half, so maybe that'll get him going. Nice pass down to Travis Graff, who's wide open on the baseline.
That's 2 straight possessions that the Westside defense has been caught sleeping. I mean, there's no other way to put that. They fell asleep and let the the back door wide open.
Rockers left open for three.
Yeah, that's not his shot.
Rims in and out. Schwartz comes down with a rebound. Gets it out to Mack. Mack with a quick release. Won't fall. Walazonia fighting for the rebound. Tips it back in to Hunt.
Great hustle by both teams on that play right there.
Now Graff with a Euro step. Can't finish the fast break. And it's Felkins trying to feed it ahead to Feltz. Helter Skelter. Ball goes out of bounds. 3:09 to play in the third, and it is Blazer basketball.
Yeah, Felkins he's in a funk tonight, and it's just, sometimes you're the windshield, sometimes you're the bug, and it's just certainly not his night tonight.
He's got 3 points here in the game, 3 minutes remaining. Here in the third as Graff brings it up the floor, leaves it with Snyder.
There's another one right there, Andy.
Snyder runs into Rockers. His shot was no good, but it was Walazonia who goes back up with it.
They have definitely found the soft spot in this Westside defense, and they are just exploiting it.
Lead is now up to 10, the biggest lead of the night. It doesn't last for long as Feltz will have an and one opportunity.
Great drive there by Feltz. You see, just to go to the hole and draws the contact from Walazonia and up and in.
Oh, I think they're going to get Jacob Snyder on that foul there. It's his second personal, and Feltz will hit the and one. 5 points in the quarter. He's now up to 12. I said it a minute ago. It usually only takes one bucket to kind of get things rolling for him. So maybe now that'll kind of kick things into gear here for the Warriors.
Look at this defense, Andy. The bottom half of the lane is wide open.
Three-pointer from Graff, and my
matter.
goodness, the left elbow has been the money shot all night for Travis Graff. 19 points in the game, and the lead is back up to 10. Here's Feltz spinning at the free throw line. Leaves it with Schwartz, back to Feltz, off the screen now.
There's the triple team, and there's
left
over
it
to Rocker, and Rocker, I think the defense got a piece of it, kind of threw him off a little bit. And I think Schwartz has just picked up his fourth, I believe.
Well, that will be number 4 on Dylan Schwartz.
So make a note, 1:52 in the third. Schwartz picks up his fourth foul. He's a force on the inside on defense and offense, rebounding the ball and doing the dirty work, as you said earlier. We'll see how this affects Westside.
Logan McPherson checking in. Losing a little bit of size in there are the Warriors. 1:40 to play in the third, 10-point ball game, 45-35. Deep three-pointer from Graff.
A little heat check there. Stove was not quite hot enough.
Comes up a little bit short. The Warriors now taking it up the floor. Here's Felkins with some fancy handles and finally gets the up and under.
And Valley View coming right back. Almost threw it away, almost a travel.
Hunt steps into a three-pointer. Rims in and out. Warriors come up with a rebound. 1:10 left to play in the third.
Yeah, Logan McPherson checked into the game to replace Schwartz on that fourth foul.
Feltz will run into the defender, tries to pull up for the shot and get to the free throw line, but they'll call it on the floor. It'll be Jacob Snyder picking up his third. Second here in the second half. And the Blazers are up to 3 team fouls in the second half. Checking into the game now for the Blazers is Ian Keach. The inbound to Felkins goes off his foot.
Oh, man. That's a tough one right there. And Rocker's going
trying to
over
pick his
being
man
a good
up.
teammate. Yeah.
Yep, Rocker's picking his man up.
That's what he needs more than anything right now, because he struggled tonight. And if you've seen any of our games this year, that's not how Riley Felkins plays.
No, not at all. 55 seconds remaining now, and we've seen Valley View have possession here at the end of each quarter now. They're a little more active here on this possession. How about that block from behind by Feltz? He puts the flex on him too, but Graff will go to the free throw line.
They must have got him with the body, Andy, or maybe on the downswing of the block shot. He got him on the head.
Yep.
Good block up to that point. If you're playing that on the playground, that's a no call.
Graff will put that one in.
Andy, we're seeing a lot of similar signs here from the game that was played at Westside earlier this year, because Valley View actually held a 14-point lead in the second half before succumbing to the Warriors at the end of the game. So, be interesting to see if the Warriors mount a little bit of a comeback here, if it starts to get in Valley View's head a little bit.
40 seconds remaining. Good chance for Phelps to just step up and drain one from the top of the key, but they're continuing to double team him. That time he's going to drive to the hole, and they're going to call a charge.
Wow.
And that, let's take a look at the replay here.
That's a tough call right there. I mean, the guy, he was set. He was set, but
Coach Whitmire's pleading
I think
his case.
Coach Whitmire's saying he was leaning a little bit.
Oh, and he is turning as red as his shirt.
Yeah. He didn't quite have the magic words there, but I think he's working on them.
20 seconds remaining in the third quarter. It's a 10-point ball game. Graff over to Hunt. Graff coming over here to the left elbow. That's been his sweet spot, but French is going to take it all the way, and he'll be fouled right at the hoop by Logan McPherson. And McPherson with a little stare down afterwards, too. Wasn't going to make it easy for him.
That's the way rivalry games go, man. You got to make them earn it. Make them go to the free throw line and earn it. Don't play dirty, but don't give him anything easy. That's there's nothing flagrant about that. That's just a good hard foul.
Not at all. 6.3 seconds remaining as French is at the free throw line. He will hit his first one. Still perfect from the charity stripe.
Yeah, Valley View has not missed hardly any free throws tonight.
They have missed two.
Okay, there you go. Free throws, boys and girls, it's fundamentals.
They have missed two, but with that said, the Warriors have also only missed two. And
there's the announcer jinx.
We had to throw it in there at some point or another. Stops the clock with 4.7 seconds left, and a foul is called on the Blazers on the rebound.
That's great. You see the announcer jinx at every level. I didn't think it would carry all the way down to high school, but it did.
And now we want to get a quick substitution.
Yeah, Whitmire was trying to get Avery Phelps just a little quick blow at the end of the quarter here, but with Westside having another attempt at offense here, you got to go back in for it.
Into McPherson, over to Mack. Mack steps into a three-pointer, drops it in as time expires in the third quarter.
That's big, Andy. That takes momentum. Valley View had all of the momentum to that point, but you give Kessler Mack a wide-open look like this, and most of the time he's going to nail it. 48-40 as we head to the fourth. Here we go.
We're back with the fourth quarter from Valley View right after this on Tubetown.
You've got a lot of choices when you buy home furnishings. There are many reasons to choose Hubbard & Hoke Furniture, Blytheville and Osceola. At Hubbard & Hoke, you'll find a great selection of furniture, appliances, bedding, and electronics with outstanding service, 6 ways to finance your purchase, and free local delivery. Plus, you'll get a great deal every day on name brands you know and trust. Great deals, outstanding service, and free delivery. You're going to love Hubbard & Hoke Furniture, Blytheville and Osceola.
Andy Maness and Marcus Carlton back here with you at Valley View, 48-40 to start the fourth quarter.
And we've got an update from Blytheville. Blytheville leads Brooklyn 22-21 at the half. And then you're asking why we're giving that score. Well, that's the two teams battling for second place. And if Valley View holds on to this lead, the winner of that game will share the conference title with Westside.
48-40 as we start the fourth quarter.
Man, what's gotten into Brooklyn? That 22 points at half, that's like a full game total for them with the style that they play. I mean, they had a lot of points in the game where they upset Westside the other night too.
Yeah, I mean, you can't beat a team if you don't ever get the ball.
Well, that's true.
That's a pretty good philosophy.
Nice pass.
Rockers with a wide open shot on the right side of the bucket.
Schwartz back into the game with 4 fouls. Delancey also back in the game for Valley View with his 3 fouls, I believe.
That was the 10th point of the game here for Rockers.
Valley View missed a 3, and here comes Westside right back.
Mack just throws that one up there. The rebound goes to Felkins. Felkins spins, tries to get that one over Delancey, and Rockers again with the putback.
2 straight baskets by Rockers, and this lead is cut to 4. And the Westside Warrior fans that have invaded Valley View come to their feet.
30-second timeout, 7:22 as you see the putback by Rockers to cut it to 4. And just like that, 4-point swing here to open the quarter for Coach Whitmire and the Warriors.
I think we're setting up for a great finale here, Andy. I love these games like this. The intensity, the crowd on both sides. We're not completely packed out tonight, but we're pretty full. And both teams and their fans are just giving it all they've got, trying to help their team take over this game. And Jordan Rockers with 2 straight putbacks has basically put Westside back in this game. They were in a little bit of danger of letting it get away from them, and he's put them right back in it. And will be interesting to see here what Valley View does on offense, because they've missed 2 straight.
Westside has not had the lead since about 3 minutes in the second quarter. Valley View has held them off and have led by as many as 10 in this one. Trying to extend their lead once again, and it's Will French with a huge triple from the corner.
I mean, it's like Valley View went and visited Golden State before this game, the way they're shooting the 3.
Working the three-point line like a part-time job. Here's Feltz with a three-pointer from the left elbow to answer.
My goodness.
Avery Feltz.
My goodness.
51-47. Here's Snyder on the drive. Kicks it out again to a wide-open French. He airballs that one.
Oh, wow.
And he gets his own rebound.
Through the hands of 2 Westside Warriors there, Andy. Sorry, I didn't mean to
step
on
I was just,
you.
Yeah, that you pointed out exactly what I was going to say. So
I'm getting a little hype here.
Blazers catching a little bit of a break there, keeping it on their end. Snyder definitely got away with a travel there. Graff around to French.
Watch Snyder over here from this corner, or Hunt, either one. Both have had a couple threes here.
Here's Hunt trying to drive around the defender. And we're going to get a blocking foul called on Riley Felkins. Yep, Felkins backpedaling, didn't have his feet set cleanly.
If he holds his position, he might get the charge. But if you don't hold your position and you start the backpedaling, see, he's already backpedaling before he even gets contact. That's a block 11 times out of 10. Back up to 7.
Yep, French rather. Gets the and one.
See the defense sagging off of Rockers again.
Put it into Schwartz. He's guarded by Delancey. Over to Mack. Now Feltz tries to drive baseline, leaves it with Schwartz. Schwartz goes up. Delancey blocks it. Feltz gets it back. He's in trouble.
Yeah, he got fouled there.
Feltz right underneath the basket. Good pass to Schwartz. Not a bad shot by Schwartz. He just had to shoot it over a redwood tree.
Yeah, Delancey had the good block there, and then, I believe Hunt's going to get Feltz. You notice Feltz spun his body away from Delancey to get away from the big man and go up against one more his size.
Feltz hits that free throw. One more coming up.
6-point game with 5.5 left.
16 fouls for the Warriors, 5 team fouls for the Blazers. So any more fouls for the Warriors going to put Valley View at the free throw line for the rest of the night.
Andy, again, this defense here by Westside, it's leaving the bottom half of the lane is completely open. And you see Valley View, they fake the cut that time and then come back out front.
Here's Delancey working against Schwartz, puts his elbow into him.
And he'll got away with a little chicken wing there.
Here's Felkins going behind his back twice, tries to put it up over Delancey. Delancey comes up with it, and now he gets it to Graff. Graff sprinting up the floor with 5:05 to play in the fourth. He steps into a three-pointer, top of the key, and he's not going to miss it. Hasn't missed it all night, and with 5 minutes left to play in the fourth, not starting now. Feltz steps into one of his own, and that one had way too much mustard on it.
Yeah, trying to get the answer back off of Graff, and Graff is just having himself a night. I mean, that's all you can say about it.
24 points for Travis Graff. He's working against Felkins right now, and again, the chance of overrated come out from the Blazer students section. That one is off the mark.
A lot of time left on the clock for the overrated chance to come out.
A lot can happen. Felkin steps into a three-pointer, drops it in from the corner. Riley Felkins with 8 points now, and that brings the lead back down to 5, and a full timeout on the floor for the Valley View Blazers. We'll take a timeout with them. We're back with more of the fourth quarter action right here. Westside Warriors basketball on Tubetown, live, local from Ritter Communications.
You live. We put you first. Introducing You First Banking, only at First National Bank.
Andy Manus, Marcus Carlton, welcome you back to Valley View. 57-52 is the score. The Blazers leading the Warriors here in the fourth quarter. Little over 4 minutes left to play. A big three-pointer by Riley Felkins before that Valley View timeout to bring the lead back down to 5. And as you see, 4:15 remaining here in the fourth.
Coach giving some final instructions there to his Blazers. I think what you'll see from Valley View is I think you're going to see this team become a lot more patient on offense and try to kill some clock and maybe look for the easy basket as well. At least that's what I would do at this juncture. I wouldn't go complete four corners, but I definitely wouldn't be in as big of a hurry as they have been the rest of the game.
The Blazers still have 3 timeouts left. The Warriors are down to 1. As Marcus mentioned, the Blazers look like they're trying to slow things up. The Warriors come out with a half-court trap. There's the feed into Delancey in the low post. Left side shot is good for C.J. Delancey. 5 points now in the game for him. He hasn't scored since the opening dunk of the game.
Yeah, there's not much you can do there when he's a foot taller than your defender.
Schwartz with a wide-open three-point attempt is off the mark, but Rockers is there to get the rebound. Gets it to Mack. Mack's floater will fall. Yeah. Double digits now for Kessler Mack, and it brings the lead back down to 5.
I don't know that we've seen Dylan Schwartz take a three-pointer this year. That almost felt like a little bit of desperation there because they were leaving him so wide open.
And another late call, and I think that one is going to go on Schwartz.
If that's Schwartz, that's 5.
Nope, it'll be
give it to
Jordan Rockers.
Okay.
Picking
Just
up
not
his
sure
second.
on this, Andy. I didn't get a good look at it. Let's take a look at the replay here and see. Rocker might have had a little bit of contact there. Free throws up and in. Referees are closer to it than we are, so
absolutely.
They get paid to make that call. We don't.
Snyder's first free throw will fall. His second one does as well. He's now got 9 points in the game. Makes it 61-54, 3:15 remaining. Felkins pulls up off the backboard. Don't know if he called it or not, but they'll count it anyway.
Bank is open late tonight.
Lead staying at 5. Here's Graff sprinting. Gets it ahead to Snyder. Looking to get it down low to Delancey. Now they're going to have to reset. Under 3 left to play. There's the feed to Delancey. Kick out to an open Hunt. Off the mark. Rebound. Tip to the Blazers.
Very smart play there by Snyder to tip the ball out so Valley View could retain possession.
Here's Mack working on, French working on Mack, and they're going to, Mack's going to get called for the foul there.
Yeah, he went to slap the steal from behind and got all arm.
That is just his first personal foul, but that is the 8th team foul now on the Warriors. So Blazers back at the free throw line now.
Andy, 2.5 left. You're down 5. It's not panic time at this point, but you do need to kind of focus in and see, be smart with your possessions here. Missed free throw there could be huge.
Pass into Schwartz.
There you go.
And Schwartz kisses that one off the glass. The lead down to 3.
You see Westside extending their defense out a little bit here.
Touch pass into French. Now to Graff, top of the key. Can't leave him open because he'll do that to you.
Can't do it tonight. He's had dagger after dagger after dagger tonight.
And it looked like when he got the ball, all of the Warriors were standing around going, oh, man, who's supposed to have him?
Not again. Uh-oh.
Hunt with the
Better
easiest
get
basket that he'll make all
here.
night. And he hasn't called it yet. Hunt now with 8 points in the game. The lead is up to 8. Falcons goes baseline, shots blocked out of bounds. And with 1:47 left, I'd be surprised if he doesn't use it.
Yeah. Oh, they called a foul.
Oh, wow.
Oh, they called it to French. Okay. He kind of bodied up on him there. Everybody's attention was on DeLacy with the block. Free throws up and in. Cuts it back to 7. You want to have it to about 4 with a minute left to give yourself a realistic chance before you have to start fouling in order to get the ball back. And there you go, Whitmire using his last timeout right there.
So we will take a timeout with a 1:47 remaining in the ball game. 66-40 is the score. Valley View leading Westside. You're watching Westside Warriors basketball on Tubetown, live local from Ritter Communications.
Denver's Refrigeration is a proud supporter of the Westside Warriors. Just like the Westside School District strives for excellence by engaging learners, empowering minds, and educating all, Denver's Refrigeration strives for excellence by providing you with knowledgeable staff, quality workmanship, and speedy service. At Denver's Refrigeration, we believe it's a great time to be a Westside Warrior. Denver's Refrigeration, 3501 East Parker Road in Jonesboro.
Andy Maness and Marcus Carlton back here with you at Valley View, where the Blazers hanging on to a 6-point lead against their rival, the Westside Warriors. A big, big night for Travis Graff, 27 points for him.
And all the three-pointers, all of them. He just has all of them. I don't know that I think he's missed one on the night.
He's got 7 three-pointers tonight.
Wow. Have yourself a night, young man.
1 field goal and 2 free throws. I should say 1 field goal from inside the three-point line.
There you go, Andy. Westside extending the full court press. Maybe looking to trap here up the sideline.
And they force a turnover.
There you go.
French wanted the foul, but some great defense by Feltz forces the turnover. It's Westside ball with 1:42 to play.
You don't have to have the 3 here right away. Get a quick 2, and you're at a minute and a half, you're down 4. Which I said as long as you get to 4 with about a minute left, you're in good shape.
Falcons working against French here.
Foul or a travel? Looks like we're going with a foul.
Yep, they're going to call that on French.
Yeah.
That'll be his 3rd. And that'll be team foul number 7 on the Blazers. So Falcons goes to the free throw line. Tried to get the continuation out of it, but he'll go anyway.
Oh,
misses the front end of the 1-and-1 though.
Free throws yet again, Andy. They seem to be the Achilles heel for this team.
Lost the ball. Rockers comes up with it, and now Snyder comes up with it.
My goodness.
And Valley View is going to call a timeout to.
So the interesting thing there is, are they deeming it a change of possession? Because if not, you had to be getting close on the 10-second count. I didn't get a look at the clock when they inbounded the ball. But with that much action going on, you can't get that much action in less than 10 seconds. So my only thing is I think the referees are going to deem that Rockers maybe had possession of the ball before he lost it. I know we had some people stand up in front of us. I couldn't see exactly how he lost the ball, but that was quite a wild scenario there. I think a lot of the Westside fans don't think that they had possession of the ball, but nonetheless, Valley View is going to retain possession here with the timeout.
Just a little over a minute left to play. 66-60 is the score.
You know, Andy, we've seen it a few times this year. In the few games that Westside has lost, free throws have been, you know, their main enemy. And it struck again tonight right here. You know, you've had some missed in the crucial points in the game that could have cut this 6-point lead to 4 with, you know, just over a minute left in the fourth quarter. Minute 18 to be exact.
We had 7 lead changes. Tonight's ball game, it was tied up 3 times. Valley View has held the lead since right around the 3-minute mark in the second quarter. Snyder to inbound it for the Blazers. They get it in the backcourt to French. French working against Feltz. Got it into the front court, leaves it
him.
open in the corner. Now Delancey down low, and Felkins going to hop on his back, and I think they're going to call a foul on Felkins.
Yeah, you gotta make that foul at that point, because if he gets a dunk, the roof's coming off this place, and the game's basically over.
And Delancey goes to the free throw line. Second foul on Felkins. Yeah, you definitely cannot let him stand right underneath the basket, especially given the way they opened the game. First free throw off the mark. So Westside catching a break. 6-point game. Feltz going coast to coast with it.
Right there. So you got it right at 4 with a minute left in the game here. Feltz comes up limping a little bit after slipping. You hope that he doesn't pull a groin or something right there. And it's to the point, Westside, if they can't force the turnover, they're going to have to foul to get the ball back. And there's Mack with the foul.
Yep, and Feltz is not right, because he's out there struggling. 40 seconds remaining as it'll be French headed to the free throw line, 66-62.
And the last thing you want to see is him pull a groin or a hamstring or something that is a lingering injury coming into this time of the year.
First one for French will fall.
.40 seconds left. You're down 5. Probably going to be 6 after this free throw. I still think you don't have to go for the quick 3, Andy. I think you try to get the 2 or maybe draw a foul and get an and 1.
And Avery Feltz absolutely just got away with a treble. He picked the ball up and had not put it on the floor yet. There's Feltz.
And the steal. Right back to Feltz.
Oh, my
now
goodness.
We got a 2-point game with 20 seconds left.
Oh, my goodness. 68-66.
Nobody's deep. Oh, and Manchester called
from
timeout.
Coach Manchester. Wow. Hope that – I'm sure he certainly hopes that doesn't come back to bite him, because that was an easy bucket for Delancey.
I think Delancey was wondering what kind of spectacular dunk he was going to give us there.
(68-66).
So obviously Westside's got a foul to get the ball back here. You want to stay away from, oh my gosh, Mr. Three-Point Man.
Travis Graff.
Yeah, Graff. You got to stay away from Graff. You got to stay away from French and Snyder. You want to try to maybe get the ball to DeLacy and have him to shoot the free throws, because he's not had much luck at the free throw line tonight.
Interesting to see how the final 18 seconds plays out here.
I think you got to trap the ball right off the inbounds. I think if you're Westside, I think you have to trap the ball. If you can't get the turnover, you got to foul immediately to save time. If you want to face guard your good free throw shooters, to try to make sure that you get into the hands of someone who is, not one of the top-notch free throw shooters.
(17 seconds remaining. Valley View trying to inbound it. They got to get it in.
5 seconds.
5-second call gives it back to the Warriors.
And here comes DeLacy back in. DeLacy was out for that possession. Now you're going to go defense for offense here. Westside is out of timeouts. That could play big, but now Valley View's down to 1. So here's a chance, 17 seconds to tie the game or maybe win it on a three-pointer.
Feltz, there's a screen for him. Picks up his dribble. There's a turnover. No, Feltz gets it back. He wants a drive now. Scoop shot off the glass, no good. 5 seconds remaining, fighting for the rebound. No jump ball called. Finally, one is called with 2.8 seconds left, and it's Blazer basketball. Wow, what a break for the Blazers, as the Warriors were in an absolute position to at least tie the ball game up. But
almost feel like they went a little fast, because 10 seconds left, and you're scrambling for your second shot. It was foul. I couldn't see for the crowd.
I think they're going to get Feltz. Nope, they're going to get Falcons.
And let's see who's going to the line. Well, of course it would be Travis Graff going to the line. Man of the night. Now, Andy, the big question here is if you hit the first one, do you intentionally miss the second one with 2.1 seconds left? Oh, and he missed the first one. You got to make the second one now. But again, Westside has no timeouts to set up a play. 2.1 seconds is not a lot of time.
Mack is down here at the other end of the floor.
He's being face guarded by French, too. 3-point game.
Graff hits it.
You got to go deep.
They get it into Felts. Felts with time, leaning away from the basket. No foul called.
Wow.
And
wait a minute. Wait, did he call it? No. And Whitmire
Whitmire is livid.
Wow, and you'd think Valley View just won the state title the way that they're charging the floor.
They are celebrating. Whitmire followed the referee almost all the way to the locker room. It looked like Felts was basically mauled as he shot that.
From the best we could tell, it looked like he got hammered. And
but he was also leaning away from the basket, so very difficult to tell.
Let's see if we've got anything here on the replay.
No, he was not. It looked like
he might have got him on the hand. I mean, you see the referee kind of slide in. He's behind the play. You've got another one over here looking straight on at it. I mean, they have the view on it. No call.
I don't think that in that situation, I don't think you can call a whistle if it's that close. And
I don't think you're going to get that call.
After looking at it on the replay, I'm not so sure that Felts was fouled after all. So you got to give definite. Wasn't trying to take it away from the Blazers.
Sure.
Take anything away from the Blazers at all. They come away with a fantastic victory tonight in front of their home crowd. 69-66 is the final score. Man, what a game for Coach Manchester and the Blazers. We are going to have to tally up some stats and come back and
get the
recap
sweep, Andy.
this one.
They got the sweep on Westside for the season.
69-66 the final, a heartbreaker for the Warriors. We're back right after this to put a bow on it and say goodnight.
It happens every Friday night. Come bid, buy, or sell at the Jonesboro Auto Auction, open to the public. You'll see all makes and models, all price ranges, sold at tremendous savings. We're open daily. All you have to do is call. We'll provide every detail on how to bid, buy, and sell. On Friday nights, go where the dealers go, the Jonesboro Auto Auction at the Bypass and Auction Road.
Bring a new style into your home that you'll love with Interior Design Plus. At Interior Design Plus, we believe everyone should love the look of their home. Located at 3510 Dan Avenue in Jonesboro, Interior Design Plus is dedicated to helping you achieve the look you've always wanted for your home or business. Whether it's freshening up a room or a complete redesign, call Joan or Carrie today and let Interior Design Plus provide the look you'll love for your home or business.
There you go. You can see the end of this is early on.
That's the first play of the game.
CJ DeLacy get the dunk, and that's kind of how the night went for Valley View. He kind of set the tone for the night with that dunk, and Valley View just had themselves a night. Here's the final play. You could make an argument that he slaps his hand, but from our angle, you can't tell if he's slapping his hand or slapping the ball.
In the hand part of the ball, right?
Yeah, white man can't jump.
Yeah,
that was the rule that the hand is part of the ball. So, I mean, from the angle we had on it, I think the referees made the right call, or the right no call there. Of course, a lot of my Westside brothers and sisters would not agree, but I mean, if you're going to be fair about it, that was probably the right no call to make. So, Kudos to the officials on that one.
And credit the Warriors tonight for a hard-fought game, even though they come up on the losing side of it. Valley View took the lead with around 3 minutes remaining in the second quarter. Didn't give it back to the Warriors all night after that, but still they come up and come to within 2 points and ultimately fall short by 3. So definitely a hard loss, but it's one that they nearly came back from.
Right. And, Andy, this is a rivalry game. A lot of people will say Brooklyn has replaced Valley View as Westside's current rival, but with Valley View being back in the conference, I think this one has been rekindled, and especially with Valley View getting the sweep on the regular season now, that fire, as Ring of Fire plays by Johnny Cash, this Ring of Fire is burning for Westside right now because Valley View got the sweep, but if you're looking for the silver lining is that Westside is still going to be the top seed in the district tournament in Pocahontas. They're going to get a share of the conference title. The only thing they lost tonight was they lost winning the conference title outright. Now they're going to share the conference title with the winner of the Blyville-Brooklyn game, which is going on right now. Last score we had on that, I believe Blyville was up 1 at half, 22-21. We haven't had an update on that one since then, but, this is a good way to reset going into the postseason. Westside has one more home game. We'll be there Friday night for senior night against Riverview, stepping out of conference. Perfect time to hit the reset button and consider yourselves to be 0-0 going into the postseason. Because let's face it, Andy, that's what matters. Getting to Hot Springs. The road to Hot Springs starts after this Riverview game.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Get a chance to kind of, as you said, hit the reset button and kind of get your ducks in a row before we get ready for the tournament time. 27 points for tonight for Travis Graff. He leads the Valley View Blazers to a 69-66 victory over the Westside Warriors. Avery Feltz finishes with 21 for the red and white.
Andy, I got to correct myself real quick. Westside did win at the Warrior Dome 78-77. So they split on the year, just like with Brooklyn. They get the split. So that might make it a little bit easier to swallow since you get the split rather than losing both games. But it was a very similar game. Valley View handled it for most of the game, and Westside was able to come back and take the lead. But, okay, I just got an update from Blyville. Blyville is up 5 with 2.5 minutes left.
So it could be the Chickasaws that the Warriors are splitting the title with. But again, tonight they fall short to the Blazers 69-66 with their next home game coming up against Riverview on Friday night. We hope to have you back with us. 7 o'clock game time. I know we're doing things a little bit differently on Friday. We're doing 2 games on Friday as we're bringing you the senior high girls game as well, correct?
Yes. We will have senior night ceremony starting the night off at 6 o'clock, followed by the senior girls game. We're going to go ahead and broadcast the senior girls game and show them a little bit of love on senior night. And then we'll have the final home game for Feltz and Falcons and the rest of the seniors and as they get ready to go to Pocahontas for the district tournament.
Well, we hope to have you back with us again on Friday night. Big thanks to everybody who made tonight's game possible, all of our camera crew and, of course, our graphics crew as well. For Marcus Carlton, I'm Andy Maness saying so long. We'll see you Friday night from the Warrior Dome on Tubetown.